What? Whoa, what the hell was that? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex, and I'm back here with another video. And today, we're going to talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick and Josh Rosen quarterback competition, okay? Now, real quick, shout out to people who like this video before they even heard this sentence, and let's get into the video now. Training camp for the Miami Dolphins is pretty much over with. I think that today was the last day. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow's got canceled, I believe. So, today was the last day, I believe, and you know, I've been paying attention very, rarely. I've been, I'll view this, view that. I'll pay attention to the big news and everything. But as far as like the play-by-play, I haven't really been paying attention to it. I've already explained why. But one thing is clear, I think, from this this whole training camp experience. One thing that I take away from it, there's a couple things, but this one in particular is that Ryan Fitzpatrick is outplaying the hell out of Josh Rosen. Bruh. Apparently, from everything I'm seeing, Ryan Fitzpatrick is head and tail beyond ahead of Josh Rosen right now as far as starting quarterback race. Now, you know, at first I thought about it and I was like, wow, I didn't think that Ryan Fitzpatrick was this much better than Rosen. I thought it would be at least kind of close. You know, and obviously it's not over, it's far from over, but I thought it would be a lot closer by now. But then I started to think about it more, and you start using common sense, you'll realize that, you know, this actually makes a lot of sense. It's naturally, I mean, it makes a lot of sense for a guy who, like Ryan Fitzpatrick, who has played on several teams, who has been a journeyman, could pick up an offense faster, could be better, you know, would be better right away, because this is what he's been doing. He's been in the league for over a decade, played in several different systems, so really, it makes a whole lot of sense that, you know, he'd have a head start because he's a veteran, like I said, and Josh Rosen, he's not really used to this. Even though Josh Rosen has had a lot of offenses in his lifetime too, but it just makes a lot of sense for Ryan Fitzpatrick to be winning this. Now, in a perfect world, I'm not gonna lie, I would rather have had Josh Rosen be winning the quarterback battle at this point. I can show you right now a clip of Ryan Fitzpatrick throwing a no-look pass in practice that everybody was freaking out about earlier. And I would rather this be Josh Rosen doing this because he's the future, right? He's the quarterback that we hope is the future. But just long-term for the Dolphins' future, it would be better if Josh Rosen was the one that was performing, the one that was winning. Obviously, you know, the coaching staff probably wants him to start, even if they don't say it. The fan base probably wants him to start as well. I do, but even if we don't say it, we want him to be the one that's doing great because he's the one that hopefully has the future here. But I'd rather it be Ryan Fitzpatrick than neither one of them. And if Josh Rosen is not performing up to par, I'm glad that we do have a quarterback in the training camp that is, okay? It would be, could you imagine if the news out of training camp was that both of them were playing bad? It would just suck, you know what I'm saying? When I look at Ryan Fitzpatrick and I'm scrolling down my timeline on Twitter and I look at a play-by-play, I catch a tweet. It's like Josh Rosen threw an interception to somebody I never heard of. It's crazy, but I'm hearing all kind of positive things about Fitzpatrick. But we know what Fitzpatrick is, so it's not like a situation where it's like, oh my God, we know Fitzpatrick's ceiling is what it is. His floor is what it is. We know what Fitzpatrick is at this point. He's inconsistent. He's very good sometimes. He's very bad sometimes. That's what he is. I don't think him coming to the Miami Dolphins is going to change that. Okay, so it's not like when we hear the reports out of training camp or OTAs that Fitzpatrick is lighting up. That should be no surprise to anybody, but we also still know what he is once game time comes. He's not going to do that every week, okay? So that's just what it is. And whoever thinks that Ryan Fitzpatrick is somehow going to change who he is, and now all of a sudden at 36 years old, he's not going to be that same inconsistent gunslinger quarterback, I need some of what you're drinking because I don't see it. Now, obviously, the quarterback race is not over. You still got OTAs. Not OTAs. You still got mini camp where actual pads come on, which I will be interested in. Then I'm gonna be paying attention to the play-by-plays and things of that nature. When the actual pads come, which is in like a month, then I can't wait for that because I'll pay attention then. You know what I'm saying? It's still practice at the end of the day, but I'll pay attention then because that's when people got to show who they really are. Devontae Parker always look good around this time when he can't get touched. Bruh. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We about to figure out who people really are when them pads come on. Now, for instance, I see, you know, tweets or videos about Ryan Fitzpatrick's pocket presence is so amazing. Now, if you're saying that because of you seeing his Bucks film or his Jets film or his Bills film and you say, oh, his pocket presence is great, then that's not one thing. But if you're saying that because in practice his pocket presence looks amazing, it looks better than Tannehill, it looks better than Rosen's, That's just awful to say because you can't get touched in practice. Who cares? Who cares how can you judge a quarterback's pocket presence in practice? I would hope every quarterback in NFL history is able to step up and throw an accurate pass when you know that nobody can touch you. I would hope so. So you can't really judge his pocket presence, but judge like a lot of other things. And like I said, Ryan Fitzpatrick looking amazing. This is wonderful. I mean, obviously we're not taking so. Whoever the best quarterback is needs to play. Honestly, I was saying like a month ago. I said I hope regardless of who starts, whether Ryan Fitzpatrick wins the competition or not, we have to see what Josh Rosen can do this season. And I'm going to go back on that a little bit because we actually don't have to see if Ryan Fitzpatrick plays amazing, wins this competition, and we're winning games with Ryan Fitzpatrick, we don't have to see what Josh Rosen has. We don't, because we're winning, right? And that's the goal, to win. Only if we're losing, then we have to see. If our record dips to 3-4 games below 500, then we have to see what he has. But if he gets outdueled like as he is right now by Ryan Fitzpatrick, I'm seeing enough right now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's just what it is. Overall, as minicamp approaches and obviously the preseason approaches, I would like to see Josh Rosen at least tighten up the gap because right now it just seems like it's not even close. I mean, that's what you look at the beat writers, look at the people that are there in attendance. They're saying it's not even close. So obviously, I would like to see Josh Rosen maybe tighten the gap. And another thing that maybe you guys know that I don't know is it not close because of how well Ryan Fitzpatrick is playing in these practices? Because like I said, I don't pay attention to the play-by-play. Is Ryan Fitzpatrick playing so well that it almost doesn't matter what Josh Rosen is doing? Or is it a combination of Josh Rosen playing terrible and Ryan Fitzpatrick playing okay, so that's why it's not close? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Because if it's a combination of, okay, Josh Rosen, he's playing okay, he's progressing as he should, and Ryan Fitzpatrick is just way ahead of him, then that's okay. But if it's a situation where it's just Josh Rosen's playing awful and Ryan Fitzpatrick is playing good, then that's, a problem a little bit. But it's, like I said, it's just practice at the end of the day. It's practice.
But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice?
Overall, regardless who wins this quarterback, competition, it is so nice to have a quarterback competition, by the way. Regardless of whoever wins this quarterback competition, it's going to work out for us fans regardless, because if we're losing, then we're going to see Josh Rosen. If we're winning, we won't see Josh Rosen, but we'll be winning, so who gives a fuck? And so it's like, regardless of how this quarterback thing works, it's going to be amazing. There's competition everywhere, and I'm loving the Dolphins right now. There are some Rashad Jones trade rumors that if y'all want to see a video on, let me know in the comments because I will make a video about my opinion on that. But yeah, it's nice to see this competition. Right now, Ryan Fitzpatrick is blowing Josh Rosen out the water. We will see what happens as we continue towards the NFL season. It's only a couple of months left until the NFL season starts. At least the preseason starts, which, to me, the NFL season starts. And I think a lot of fans are going to be even tuned into this preseason because to see the quarterback situation, okay? But we'll figure out more as we go. Right now, Ryan Fitzpatrick is in the lead. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 8K underway. It's your boy K Flexing. I'm out.